if I look as tired as I feel, but I will say the third trimester sleep issues have started to set in. So I was up for like a couple hours last night, and I cannot explain how odd that is for me because I don't wake up at night. Y'all, it is cold outside. Just dropped the trailer off, and you also know that it's like really cold outside when I make myself a hot matcha because I almost always want my matchas iced. Let me tell you what, 32 weeks pregnant and doing all that, it's a lot more than you think. It's also supposed to be 80 degrees like tomorrow. It's like 15 right now. It is time for second breakfast. I'm gonna keep the calories kind of low on it and just do almond milk. Otherwise, I would do Fairlife chocolate. A little egg witch protein smoothie. I can already tell that me and smoothies postpartum are going to be like besties. Okay, we just left the MFM appointment. You were not a fan of the experience.
No, the lady was mean.
Okay, no, actually, baby's just in like the worst position that she can be in for ultrasound techs, but she also like, she's stayed in that position pretty much my entire pregnancy. I feel like after she like was transverse, she's been here. So, anyway, they were just like, oh, this is like the worst. We got some of the like 3D moments. So she's really freaking cute. Also deeply uncomfortable. Did not realize how horrendously uncomfortable that entire ultrasound experience would be. But they press so hard on your stomach and they made me move a ton. And that's not easy. 32 weeks pregnant with SPD. So yeah, and then I was moving like a lot quicker than I probably should have because I was like, obviously I'm like, people are waiting on me. But yeah, also so humbling to get up in front of people. I am definitely at Chick-fil-A because I decided, number one, I'm starving, and two, I decided that I earned it after that horrendous ultrasound. It was really not that bad. It was just so uncomfortable. And yeah, I'm so hungry. And we usually do like post-appointment Chick-fil-A, so I was like, I'm just gonna treat myself. Hi, Grace. Thank you so much. I do be checking after them because if you forget to put Chick-fil-A sauce in a pregnant woman's Chick-fil-A order, it should be punishable by near death. Okay, score. It is currently like 5:30 and honestly I've done nothing. I picked up the trailer, I came home, I got Chick-fil-A, I tried to take a nap, but she was kicking me too much. FaceTime some friends. Now I'm about to sit down and see all the things that I haven't gotten done today. This is the thing though, it's like, this is just third trimester. Like, I know this, that I really don't have control over my energy right now. I can't really help it if I'm having a really low energy, very high pain day. Like, I just have to adjust. So I'm going to take a look at all the things that didn't get done today, move them over to tomorrow, and figure out what like absolutely does need to get done today. Go see Project Hail Mary tonight, which I'm really excited about.
I would not even lie. I would truth.
Reference.
Tearing them asunder?
We did. Hey, it is currently like 1:20 on Tuesday. I woke up this morning, I was in so much pain and I had to go operate the trailer. I just didn't vlog anything, and then we kind of had like a little bit of a rougher day today, just a lot of like conflict resolution today. So I was just like, I'm just gonna get home and I'm gonna restart. So I ate lunch. I can't tell if I want to just ride some of the energy that I feel like I do have right now. It's been really difficult with the SPD to kind of manage like energy versus pain level. I am very low on energy, but it's only going to get worse throughout the day. So part of me is like, maybe just cross off a couple things on my list and then I'll take a nap, hopefully get a little bit of energy back. But yeah, I have not slept great. Especially the past 2 nights have been kind of rough. So I think I'm just going to try to push through, cross off a couple things on my list, and maybe take a nap. This part of pregnancy with the like SPD pain and then energy levels kind of doing really weird things has been really difficult with the business, because pretty much everything that I do is like purely physical. It's running errands, which is getting in and out of cars and walking and lifting, or it's like standing around the kitchen like testing menu items, or it's being at the trailer, which is obviously super physical, or restocking or cleaning, or like everything is just so physical. So it's really hard to figure out the balance between, like, just because I have energy doesn't mean that I have the physical capability to do some things. So yeah, just trying to remind myself to like do things very slowly. And then if I don't have to, like, sit down, take a rest. So okay, I took a nap, I took a bath, I feel great, and now we're cooking dinner. So.
It's a beautiful day.
It is.
And the sun is like... like a program.
A drama program?
Whatever. But just using the kit. So this one, double.
So pretty.
You ready to give me a hand in here, brother?
I need to restock on my Ninja Creamies, so we're going to make some of those. 6 scoops of protein powder, 4 or 5 tablespoons of cocoa powder because I like it really chocolatey. Blend on low. Jack and I are gonna do like a little birth parenting prep night. So I think we're just gonna watch a video on like the birth process, do maybe some like pain management, talking through like what pain management during birth is gonna look like. But yeah, 7 o'clock, and I just woke up, which usually we kind of have to leave around 7, so I'm struggling.
Use my new
Just a little bit. Let me tell you what, my skin has not been loving pregnancy. It hasn't from the get-go. I didn't have the greatest skin before, like I'm not claiming that, but not loving it during. And I've like pulled out all the stops that I know to do to kind of like clear up my skin, and like doesn't matter, to blame it on pregnancy and hope that it gets better after baby. I'm not expecting it to get better like right after or anything. Like I know your hormones are still doing insane things for like a while after, but I'm like, surely it'll kind of like, we're supposed to have really good weather today, so I'm gonna leave my skin just with like SPF on, just do like mascara and brow gel, because I want to like actually get some sun. 10:30 already, and I'm just gonna kind of just now get started on my day. But something I'm trying to implement. I feel like whenever there's obviously like an element of like physically difficult, things are just a lot more like mentally difficult as well. It's like very mentally hard to like push through pain. And then there's also the kind of battle of like, do I push through it? Is that even healthy? Like, but at the same time, like I have a business to run, I have a household to upkeep, like I have things that I need to steward in my life, so I can't just like drop the ball on everything. I take a lot, and I'm not saying that this is a good thing, but I take a lot of pride in being a very high capacity person. And so with this last trimester, just knowing that I have to be more gentle on my body, and I have to be more gentle with myself on like not being able to get as much done. It's just very hard, and I don't want to sound dramatic, but I'm like, I just like miss being more able-bodied. And I think it's really difficult coming from second trimester where I wasn't dealing with anything like arthritis related. And so I was like, is this how people feel all the time? Like, this is incredible. And like, I love pregnancy, I love being pregnant. And now I'm like, oh God, this is horrible. I literally feel like I'm being sawed in half. And a couple of things that I've been trying to do to kind of make sure that things are getting done, but also be very gentle on myself is number one, I keep a list of everything, because pregnancy brain is real. And I feel like I didn't have a brain before I got pregnant. So if I think of something, I write it down. Like if I think of a task that needs to get done, I'm writing it down. Periodically, if I'm just like, oh, I'm way too overwhelmed, I have way too much going on, then I'll just do a brain dump. And that's like, I don't expect any of this to be like done in the next like even couple weeks. I just need to get it out of my brain. But for the most part, if I think of something during the day that kind of needs to get done during the week, I'll put it in my to-do list for the day. And I already just know like I'm not going to check everything off. So something I'm going to start trying to do is on the day, like my plan for the day is coming up with an anchor. So an anchor for me just means like, this is the thing that literally just like has to get done. It doesn't necessarily feel productive. It just like needs to get done. And it's a cost, like it costs me something. So on days when we're operating, like that's either I have to operate the trailer, and that's not just a time commitment, that's a huge physical commitment. Or I'm gonna have to go drop off and pick up the trailer, which is a time commitment, and it's a physical commitment, just not as much as if I was operating. And each day has like 2 supports. So 1 anchor, 2 supports. The supports is like what's gonna help me for tomorrow, or, you know, like what absolutely has to get done today. We cannot like drop the ball on that, and trying to limit it to 2 things. So that does not mean that only 2 things get done that day. That just means that those 2 things do have to get done. You know, it's like kind of funny. I find like most days have a thing that has to get done that day that is a non-negotiable, and it doesn't even help me out for the next day. It's just like, no, it has to get done today. So it's actually very difficult to just come up with like 2 things. And then I have to kind of mentally look at the list and say like, okay, if everything else doesn't get done, like that's got to be okay. I'm probably going to test some of our April menu things so that I have something to test for tomorrow when I'm actually working the trailer. The only other support for the day is laundry. I need to get laundry done. So yeah, laundry, April menu testing, and the rest of it, if it gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, it's fine. I'm very excited about our April menu. We're going to do like a berry chantilly latte as our house-made. So I need to do a couple of concoctions of that and kind of figure out like what route we're gonna take with that. I am doing on TikTok a like weekly countdown to having the baby, and then each week kind of has like certain tasks that I want to get done that week. So one of the tasks this week was organizing this horrendous closet, like embarrassing. I'm gonna hate myself for this later because I do this thing where I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna put away the laundry until I do this task. And then I end up just like way overextending myself. So I'm like aware that I'm going to hate myself at the end of this, but I am going to go through all of my clothes and just pull out anything that I'm like, this isn't even like a purge. Like, yes, maybe get rid of some stuff that I'm like, I know I'm not going to wear that. But I do also want to just go through and get rid of anything that I feel like is going to give me any like, add any pressure for me to like fit in certain things. Happy Friday. You may be wondering, what happened to Thursday? Let me tell you what happened to Thursday. I woke up Thursday morning in the worst pain ever. And while I do believe that there is obviously like a lot of benefit in like, okay, this is real life, this is what life looks like right now, I mentally was just like so spent. It's just really hard like waking up in that level of pain, knowing I can't call out, like I can't just not do today, like, and Thursdays especially I like have to work. So it was just, yeah, it was a lot to have to like mentally work through. And I was like, I'm just not gonna put on a camera right now. So I ended up just kind of taking the day, video free. It's also like kind of boring. All I did was really like cry, operate. I came home, took a nap, went to Costco. And then Thursday nights is also when we do all of the like business finances and like categorize all of our stuff in our accounting platform and things like that. So it was like honestly kind of a boring day. Today is a lot more fun. So we're back up. I'm feeling a lot better. I think that's the other thing too with like pregnancies. They always say like you don't get too high energy days. And I did way too much on Wednesday. So I know that that's what put me out for Thursday, but I'm feeling a little bit better now. It is difficult to try to balance like, okay, just because I feel good does not mean that I should go at the level that I think I can go at, because then I'm just going to be out tomorrow. So yeah, trying to take it slow, but I went and visited a friend, just got back from that. And I think I'm going to try, while I still have some like physical ability left in me, I think I'm going to try and organize my closet. Let's go do that. Okay, yeah. And we do, so our Saturday bookings. Yeah, your curls are so like
Beautiful.
So I only know how to organize in the most chaotic way possible. So I think what I'm gonna do is I have this section is just like need to get rid of, Goodwill, giveaway. Like I said earlier in the video, stuff that I don't necessarily want in my closet, like to feel pressure to like fit back in it or to fit in it now, because that's not happening for the rest of this. All of this, the only way I know how to organize all of that is to just like lay it out right here, decide what I want to go in each thing, put it in there, and then put it away, which just means that my room is about to get real chaotic for a second. I should have given you guys like a good before, but here is the after. So we have, this is scarves. We've got bags, beanies, and then in these we have, this is just like the extra sheets that we replace our sheets with, because we have two, basically like two duvet covers, two sets of sheets, so we just like switch them out. Anyway, this is like paint clothes. This is nail stuff, and then that is clothes that need to be, actually, no, I'm sorry, pillowcases, nail supplies, and then that is like clothes that need to be repaired. Hat organizers, because we have a gajillion hats and we never wear, I feel like all of our hats, because we just don't know, like we don't have them out. So I got one there, and then we have a whole extra space, and obviously there's tons of hats laying around the house. So down here we have shoes, which I have been needing to get a shoe organizer. So I got this one on Amazon. It was like literally $10. So love that. And then all of this is like travel supplies and extras. So like extra toothpaste, deodorant, all of that stuff. And at the bottom is all of this stuff that we use when we travel, and like the little mini size things. And then those are bags that we use when we travel as well. It just seemed like the best place to put them, because I feel like that's kind of an awkward space. This is where Zach puts like his shorts and things like that, and then his shoes and some hunting stuff. But I'm really happy with it, and I am so glad that's done. We've been in this house for almost a year, and that has been needing to get done literally since we moved in. So glad that it's over. Okay, and that is it for a week in my life. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.